None of us are going to get every decision perfect every time. We look back and go, what was I thinking? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Hi, my friend. Welcome to the Bounce Back Black Woman podcast. I'm Dell, and I've overcome some of the most devastating heartbreaks I could ever have imagined. Do you find yourself stuck in sadness after a broken heart, asking God, why me? Well, I'm here to help women just like you heal and build the resilience to overcome life's greatest hurts. If you long for joy and confidence again, this podcast is for you. So grab your headphones and those heartbreaks. Let's talk. Hi there, my friend, and welcome back to Bounce Back Black Woman. Today's episode is for every version of a mother. Whether you gave birth, whether you adopted, stepped in as a mother figure to children in your life, or whether you've carried the quiet ache of wanting desperately to become a mother, or if you're navigating the heartbreak of an estrangement from a child that you still love, this episode holds space for you. And for each one of those women who've replayed a moment and thought, was I too harsh? Was I too soft? Too distracted? Did I say the wrong thing? Or did I not say enough? Did I not do enough? Did I not try hard enough? This isn't an episode about fixing motherhood. This is an episode about affirming the woman behind it. Because the truth is, maybe you did your best. Or maybe you just did the best that you could at that time. And either way, that still makes you a good mother. I'll be honest. I haven't experienced every kind of heartbreak in motherhood. But I have had my share of hard seasons. Moments where I doubted myself. Moments where I laid in bed thinking, did I do the right thing today? Are they going to remember how much I love them, or are they just going to remember the moment that I lost my patience? And you know what? When I look back and realize that I'm being hard on myself because I was still growing while I was raising them, I was healing my own wounds. I was navigating life, and man, when I tell you sometimes that life was lifing, but I was still showing up the best I could with what I had in that season. I wasn't perfect, but I was present, and sometimes that's more than enough. And you know what? That counts, because there's no manual for motherhood. It's just what we've got, what we see around us, and a heart that hopes that it's getting it right. I remember when I grew tired of fighting with my children to do certain things. Oh, the most vivid memory that I have is when my oldest decided that he didn't want to study anymore, and that getting B's and C's wouldn't be so bad. Even after making a rational case to him about all the implications that could mean, he was determined. And guess what? He didn't die. He did miss getting into some of his top choices for schools because of that semester's blip on his record. But you know what else happened? He learned that choices have consequences. And he learned that better than he would have if I had made him do it my way. But this idea that you have to get everything right in order to be a good mom, I don't know where that comes from, because none of us are perfect, and none of us are going to get it right each and every time with each and every child in each and every situation. That is just not how it works, friend. Good mothers aren't made in perfect moments. Good mothers are made in consistent ones. The showing up, the trying again, the holding space, the apologizing when we need to, the loving through every messy part and every failure of our kids. So let's sit with this together for a moment. You can carry regret about decisions that you made and still be a good mom. None of us are going to get every decision perfect every time. We look back and go, what was I thinking? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? I know I do. And if you haven't yet, trust me, your day is coming. You can look back and say, I wish I knew then what I know now, without disqualifying or devaluing the mother that you were. You didn't know then what you know now, so you did the best that you could with what you knew. Motherhood is full of growth that is found in the teachable moments. And growth is messy. It's humbling. And growth can hurt. You know, that phrase, growing pains, it exists for a reason. And growth is still sacred. Even when your kids grow up, mothering doesn't end. It just evolves. And I can say that because I am now the mother of a 35, a 34, and a 29-year-old. And yes, I am still their mom. They still come to me. I still worry about them. Sure, it's changed. It's not like it was when they were 17 or 21 or any of those years gone by. But I still get the, hey, Mom, do you know how I do this? Or, hey, Mom, what do you think if I were going to make this decision? So we matter. We still matter to our kids even when they're grown-ups. And then we really matter to them when they have children of their own. And if you haven't gotten to have that experience, just wait. When you become the mother of a child who then has their own child, life changes. It changes drastically. And it changes for the better. Because you can hug them, hold them, kiss them, and give them back and go get a good night's sleep, my friend. So yes, motherhood definitely evolves. Here's something that I want you to know. You don't have to earn your worthiness as a mother. You just have to receive the grace that's already covering you. There's a lot of passages written in the Bible about motherhood and mothers. Stories, warnings, examples, and guidance. But for this conversation, I want to zoom out for a minute because today's episode isn't just about being a mother. It's about nurturing, guiding, and believing in younger ones who are coming behind us in all of the ways that show up. Whether you gave birth, adopted, became a mother figure, carried the ache of never becoming a mother, or if you're loving a child from a distance, you are still planting seeds, my friend. Motherhood in all its forms is a faith walk. And it's not just about raising children. It's about raising hope, raising courage, raising the next generation, and raising faith in a world that often feels heavy. You may not get to witness the harvest. You may not see the shift happen in real time. Especially as we get older, we begin to think about all the moments that we won't be around to see. But know that your pouring in is not wasted. Your love, your prayers, your presence, even when it feels unseen, they echo. And one day, someone will stand taller because you stood faithfully. There's a page in my study Bible that calls it Motherhood, the Valley of the Blessing. And this one line stopped me when I read it. May we who are mothers take courage and try to help our children catch the heartbeat of our faith. If they make that faith their own, they too will overcome the evil forces against them and find themselves with their feet firmly planted in the valley of the blessing. That's a word. That is a word, friend. I'm going to repeat that one. May we who are mothers take courage and try to help our children catch the heartbeat of our faith. If they make that faith their own, they too will overcome the evil forces against them and find themselves with their feet firmly planted in the valley of blessing. Here's the rub. They have to choose. And no amount of mothering, no amount of love is going to overshadow free will and your child's choice. So friend, even if you don't feel like they're there yet, even if they've walked away from the path that you hoped they'd stay on, your faith still speaks. Your example still matters. Your love still reaches. You may not see it yet, but your legacy, it's still unfolding. So why does this matter? It matters because love is never wasted. You may never get a thank you. You may never see the fruit. You may never wear the title mom in the way that you dreamed, but none of that erases the power of your presence. It matters because someone needed your guidance. Someone is standing stronger because you whispered wisdom at just the right time. Someone is believing in themselves because you believed in them first. And even if they walked away, your voice still lingers in the background, reminding them who they are. And this is the sacred work of mothering. Not just raising children, but raising up humans, raising up people, raising up hope, and raising up faith. And my friend, that calling is eternal. So here's what I want you to reflect on this week. Where have you been holding yourself to someone else's definition of motherhood? What would it feel like to release those expectations and embrace the way that God uniquely called you to nurture, guide, and love? And be honest, friend, don't hold back. Write it raw and then follow it up with this sentence. Are you ready? I did my best, and that still makes me a good mother. You don't need to fit a mold, friend. Your story is valid as it is, and your version of mothering is enough. So if nobody's told you lately, I see you. I'm proud of you. You are needed. You are valuable. And the way you've shown up to love, guide, and nurture, it matters. And that's whether you've raised children, supported someone else's children, poured into your nieces or nephews or your community, or carried the quiet ache of wanting to be a mother. Your presence is still planted in something real. You may not have called it motherhood. You may not have worn the sacred title, but the impact, it's there. And God sees it all. Every seed, every prayer, every quiet yes. So if this episode spoke to your heart, I want you to come and share a piece of your story in the Bounce Back Black Woman Facebook community. It's a private community just for us, and you can just drop a simple comment that says, "That's me," and I'll know what you mean. So that's it for this episode, my friend, and I will see you on Thursday in the email inbox with a few more love moments, reflection moments, and then again back here Friday with another soul-filling episode. And until then, be gentle with yourself. You're doing better than you think, my friend. Well, that's it for today, my friend. I really hope this episode inspired, encouraged, or just plain comforted you. If so, please share it with a friend who might be struggling in her own healing journey. And if you take a moment to leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts, you'll help other women find encouragement through their heartbreak. Remember that God is holding your hand along this journey, and guess what? I'm holding the other. Life is short, so bounce back, Black woman.